This is another great finishing drill called the up the lane layup drill. Alex Ng is one of our 8th prime green players he's demonstrating here. And you'll see that Alex always starts in a really good stance. I think that's the first fundamental key to the drill, is to start in a great athletic stance, develop really good habits. And from there, Alex is going to take his back foot and lunge forward and then drive his other foot up, trying to drive his knee above his waist to accelerate to the rim. Alex has a little bit of a bad habit. He, on the right side, every time he did it good on his left, but on the right side, he does lift up his front foot on occasion. So we want that front foot to stay down. See, he lifts his right foot a little bit. So we want to keep that foot nailed to the ground, take our back foot like this, take a step, and drive that other leg up to the basket. I think that's the key to the drill, is we're working on really driving that leg up, and he's accelerating through the basket on his finish. He's not stopping and shooting a floater overhand and jumping straight up and down. His momentum's taking him almost to the wall if you really look at him when he finishes the layup, which is what we're working for in this drill. We're trying to get players to accelerate through on their layup and not slow down. You know, Alex was starting pretty close. He was at the foul line. You could see he was really comfortable there. It's good to start there, but we do want players to get outside their comfort zone. That's when this drill really gets effective. You know, in Alex's shoes here, he's just inside the three-point line. He's really having to hang in the air, double pump, and really try to struggle to get that ball to the backboard and accelerate through. So beginners to this want to start close, start where you can develop your footwork and learn to really exaggerate that knee drive to the rim, and then start scooting back as you get better and better at the drill. I've had players at the high school level who could do this from outside the three-point line, outside the NBA three-point line. For a couple really special ones. The key on that is to make sure you're maintaining proper fundamentals. If you're starting too far back and just shooting a floater, not that we don't like floaters, it's just not what we're working on here. But if you're shooting a floater or kind of just launching the ball up and not really getting to the backboard and shooting a layup, you know, obviously you're too far back. You need to move in. So, you know, we can't tell you where to start from. For a third grader, that might be, you know, at the first block where someone would post up, you know, or that white line on the court you can see right now. You know, for an 8th grader like Alex, it might be the free throw line. It just depends on your athletic ability and experience. But you definitely want to make sure you start from an appropriate area. I think where you start from is the key to the drill. You know, you need to be at a good distance so you're really, you can see Alex here is just really working to hang in the air and get all the way there and kind of accelerate through that layup. Here Alex is now going to turn and face outside and use his inside hand. So now he's facing out, which means he's going to step on his left foot and drive up his right leg and right hand. Again, just a great way to work on different angles, different hands on different sides of the rim. Now he's going to face in and use his inside hand. So now he's technically jumping off the wrong foot. And again, we will work on that with our players. We like players to be able to finish off either foot. As players get more advanced, get into high school and college, obviously there's plenty of times that arise where you have to jump off, you know, your left foot and also finish with your left hand. You know, there is no right and wrong foot when you get to the higher levels of basketball. So Alex is working on jumping off, you know, his right foot and shooting with his right hand. But in either case, he's trying to accelerate through the target, through the basket, kind of end up at that pad on the wall, because the momentum of his body is taking him through the layup. He's accelerating. He's not taking a big step and then jumping straight up and down and slowing down just to make the layup. He's accelerating through. So a great layup drill, great finishing drill, something players could do 5 or 6 minutes a day and really see a benefit after a month or a few weeks even of doing this on a daily basis. The up the lane layup drill.